Do you remember that great feeling maybe when you were a kid and you were getting a brand new game and you sat down and you played it for the first time? The sheer excitement that kind of thrilled you, like from head to toe. I still remember that vividly. I can remember back to the 80s. I know I'm old, but thinking back to the 80s and getting a game for the first time, or, changing consoles for the first time and seeing what that console could do. Honestly, it still blows my mind, and it's still a main reason why I'm such a gamer. But just think back to a time when you were a kid playing a new game for the first time. That's the kind of thing that Starfield is doing to so many people right now.
Foolish dingo, you must find and devour the 7 crystal babies, or spend eternity trapped in deep didgeridoo!
I am so scared. Alright, I guess you're supposed to go through this stupid door.
And I will forewarn you, I'm not just going to throw a spoiler at you, but the fact that there is these leaks with Starfield going around, I think it gets people extremely excited. I know it does me, and I'm sure that a lot of you guys will be probably equally excited, if not more so. So, listen, I am going to show the achievements that are leaked out for the Starfield game. Like I said, it's pretty incredible to kind of look at this. But anyway, I am just forewarning you, if you don't want to see some of the achievements, which obviously there's going to be some slight spoilers in them, then you can click off the video or whatever. To me, some of the stuff was pretty obvious. Anyway, they do contain potential spoilers. So again, it's something you need to know. Anyway, the achievements for Bethesda's new upcoming RPG have reportedly leaked online. The full list of achievements contain potential spoilers, so be aware. Obviously, it's scheduled to launch on September 6th on Game Pass, but you can play it actually a little bit earlier than that. So yeah, you can actually play it August 31st if you get the actual upgrade to the game. So a few weeks ahead of launch, there have been reports that achievements for Bethesda's much anticipated new IP Starfield have indeed leaked online. According to the leaks, there are dozens of achievements to complete, and many of them contain potential spoilers for Starfield's plot and subplot, and several gameplay features. So again, you have been completely warned on the matter. Kind of plan accordingly. But looking at this, there's some pretty good ones. It looks like, to be honest with you, and this is what I love about this, and everybody knows that I am an achievement guy. I'm not a get every single achievement type person, but I love the fact that you can get achievements in games. And I hate when I'll give you a good idea of what I'm talking about. So Call of Duty's back in the day, you get achievements for playing through the campaign. I like that a lot. You just, every time you finish a chapter, you get an achievement. That was really cool. The online didn't really have much in the way of getting achievements. They've kind of changed that around now, but the newer Call of Duties, honestly, I just got around to beating Modern Warfare 2 from 2022, and the achievements in that were just so difficult to come by. It's unless you knew what the achievement was ahead of time, you wouldn't be able to get them, right? It's find this safe here in this particular part. It's okay, how would you even know to do that, to be honest with you? So a lot of that is kind of luck based. I like it better when you get achievements for completing, chapters and things like that. And to be honest with you, it does look like they have kind of gone back to that with Starfield, and I like the fact that, you're getting achievements for reaching certain levels. This is very reminiscent, this achievement list, of the Outer Worlds. If you've ever played that, then you probably get a good idea of what's going on here. Like I said, so much stuff is going on with Starfield right now. Everybody's kind of talking about it, and everybody is very excited about it. I talked a little bit about some of the leaked talking going on behind the scenes for reviews. It seems like this game is not going to be short on on things to do, on the fun, on things to kind of go off and explore. And apparently what I've seen from some of these reviews as well is the fact that you can do things out of order. You don't have to necessarily follow a situation where obviously everybody is doing just a main quest. I like to do a lot of main questing and things like that, but not everybody likes to do that. So yeah, we're going to start to see kind of the idea that people are going to be able to kind of forge their own path, and I like that about the game. It's going to let you do that. But what's also interesting about this is Bethesda, like a lot of people were worried about this game, you know, and you might be looking and going, hey, Crap Gamer, I'm a little bit worried. You know, Redfall was a big stinker. So what's the difference? Is this game in danger of being a stinker? And I honestly can say no. While Bethesda's not been the fondest of sending out review copies in the past, at one point ceasing the process of pre-launch press copies altogether, that appears to have changed in a significant way for Starfield. According to this, as reported earlier in the week, the Starfield review embargo is at noon, August 31st, where at least in the US, it's only 8 hours before the game launches in early access. Sometimes when games do this, the idea is that they're trying to hide something, but in Bethesda's case, no matter the game, they always do day before or day of embargo, so it's pretty standard. What isn't standard these days are non-Nintendo companies sending out review copies a full 2 weeks before launch, 3 weeks before non-early access launch in this case. Yes, that makes sense for sprawling games like Starfield, but you would be surprised at how often companies barely give anyone enough time to review massive games like Baldur's Gate and its 4-day review copy embargo window. This guy literally injured his hand trying to crank out 60 hours of Mass Effect Andromeda in 5 days for that review. But past that, what they're also noticing is a lot of people are getting review codes for many games. It's not that unusual for even smaller outlets to link copies, hence the dozens and dozens of reviews you see at launch for big titles. But what's noticeable is a very big influencer push. While major content creators might grab games early, often there are waves where press gets the game first, then much closer to launch, YouTubers and streamers get codes, and often smaller creators are kind of left out. While Starfield, both big and small channels getting copies of the game. So even with being quote-unquote known outlets having a decent following, it can be hard to grab AAA codes sometimes, but Starfield codes are being thrown around widely. According to this article, they saw a creator with like 3,000 YouTube subs and 6K Twitch followers get one, for instance. One reason mass codes are not distributed often is the potential for leaks, including among, no offense, content creators who may have looser rules than outlets, but some may use that as a strategy as well to get early views and things like that. There's one screenshot being shared on Discord that cites a player with a copy saying they've encountered, and I talked about this the other day, no bugs in 15 hours of play. So if the leaks are positive, that could be good. Though obviously Bethesda doesn't want story leaks, although people are trying to leak this stuff on the story on social media and stuff like that, so maybe you'll want to kind of avoid things there as well. But from what I can see, you do not hand out your game 2 weeks early if you feel like it's a game that isn't good, or if you feel like it's a game that could potentially not be received that well. So the fact that this embargo is going to release at the point in time where us regular schlubs can actually play the game early, and a full 6 days before the masses are able to play it, I think that it says a lot about the product itself, the way that it's polished. The fact that we're getting a 1.6 version means that this game had 6 title updates already, which means that it was probably ready to play much earlier in the year. They had this locked down. And, I think that's really good news for all of us. I'm excited. This is the first time I've been this excited for a game in a long time. I remember when I was just absolutely blown away by, Skyrim back in the day, and I was at work, and I was thinking about what I was going to do when I got home. And armors that I was going to go after, and this quest I was going to do, and that quest. I think I'm going to feel the same way kind of about Starfield. So I think it's that type of game, and that is the extremely exciting part about it. Hopefully you guys stuck around for the whole video. If you did, maybe consider leaving a like or even subscribing. As always, I'm the Crap Gamer, and this is Crap Gamer Reviews. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Get hyped for Starfield. It looks like to be the real deal. Have a great day. Crap Gamer out.